Another week, another trading cycles video. We are now in week 38 of the year 2023. My name is Eric, and I'm here as always with Urmas. How are you doing, Urmas?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking, Eric. I hope you are doing well as well.
And
all listeners. Good to hear. Good to hear. So another week indeed, and it was an interesting one again. Obviously, we saw some volatility building up here. First half was a bit slow, but then Thursday saw quite good price action there, and Friday again down. So quite a volatile end of the week. And Friday was our turning point as well here that we have set here for the month, and it was kind of predicted that it's going to be turning down from there, and we will go through the indications for next week as well, which is the week 38. Yeah, today is 17th of September when we are recording this here, so we are just coming to the new week, and let's have a look back first before we get to that. So last week we did see seasonality pointing to the upside, both on spiders and Qs. And what actually happened, yeah, that was the picture then. So basically, it did see quite good price action, yeah. So it was quite good for trading, but obviously, for investments, it's coming a bit dangerous now. So as we see here, 50-day moving average has also touched that 30% area now 3 times already, and we expect that it's going to stay below that line at some point. Now, sector rotation has seen some a movement here, so we have a new leader now, which is energy sector. So that's the only sector in the leaders quadrant. Obviously, the laggers one is quite empty as well. Only consumer staples still in there. Otherwise, yeah, it's quite interesting picture. Although these improving ones have turned down now, obviously based on the price action last week. So let's wait and see what's going to happen now. Obviously, we would expect the rotation to continue, but it might happen that they might wiggle around a bit as well for some time. Yeah. Now, fear and greed index has been staying in the same position basically. So last week it was 51, now it was 52. So no fear, no greed. It's all kind of well, there's no good direction at the moment. Yeah. So. Now, astrologically, we pointed out last week that Friday will be an important turning point, and it was new moon day, and also Mercury turned direct again. Now, this coming week, we don't see any major changes there, so we might expect downside movement from the turning point that happened on Friday. And also our seasonality is pointing to a negative month end here. And same goes for our decennial cycle, which is also pointing to the downside at the end of month. And VIX obviously pointing to the volatility, or rising volatility at least. Yeah. Now, what's going to happen next week? Then seasonality is pointing to the downside, as we can see from here. So spiders quite negative. Out of 12 years, 9 have been seeing falling prices, and Qs have seen 8 years of falling prices out of 12. Also negative direction here. And our statistical view is also pointing to the downside. As we see, we are in the negative zone here for spiders. And this week should be quite negative. Maybe Monday is still okay-ish, but from Tuesday on, it's quite red. And also from Tuesday, we will see why. There will be another Fed meeting now coming up. So Fed interest rate decision should come out on Wednesday, actually, on 20th. Last week, we did see inflation numbers coming out in US as well, and expected was 3.6%, but it actually rose to 3.7%, so a slight rise in inflation numbers as well. From European side, we saw another interest hike. So basically, that was a bit unexpected, as forecast was that interest rates will remain now on 4.25 level, but it actually rose to 4.5 now. And there is the same fear at the moment that based on the inflation numbers and other things that US might also raise interests one more time. Although forecast is still quite stable, so they do expect that it's not going to be frozen, but no, yeah, there are some fears growing. So we shall then wait and see what's the actual outcome is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now looking onto the charts, as our seasonality is pointing downside, so has our prediction. So from Friday's turning point, which we think was quite important one for this month, so we might see falling prices from here on. If we look at the levels we are trading at, let me just get it up here. So basically support and resistance. So we will see that we are at this level at 44.65, 44.63, somewhere there, yeah, at the moment. It's been kind of oscillating between those two lines. And next level down it would be 4,378, and another one down would be 4,333. So these are levels to watch, at least if the prices start falling. Yeah, we might see some sort of support here. Now let's look at the gold. So gold turned higher from Thursday, yeah, basically. So Wednesday was the actual turning point day, and that was the last day for falling prices. So it started going upwards after that. And we are in a seasonally bullish period as well now, as we can see from here. So we would expect gold prices to go higher. And Bitcoin saw some good price action as well, but it's not the end of the falling market for Bitcoin, at least. So we did see another top here, but it's not higher top, unfortunately. So basically, if we would draw a trend line here, so we can see that it's quite stable down movement still. And if we don't break this trend line, then obviously we are still on the downside path at the moment, and seasonality is pointing to that direction as well. All right. And VIX is still touching that 13 point level, basically, and as it doesn't tend to usually go any lower than that in most cases, then we could see bounce higher quite soon as well. Obviously, it's been quite too long already on that position, or that level at least, yeah. So yeah, that's about it, I think. Just a quick overview, and let's wait and see what Fed is gonna surprise us with next week. So obviously it can be anything, but yeah, I do suspect that there might be one more hike now before it breaks something. So usually it tends to go that way. They wouldn't stop until it's too late. But yeah, let's wait and see. So interesting week at least coming up.
All right, interesting indeed. And thank you very much, Urmas, as always. And thank you for watching and listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe and also hit the bell notification icon that's right next to the subscribe icon if you haven't already. If you have any questions, if there's a stock that you would like us to look into, a ticker, or anything else you would like us to cover, or if something is unclear, leave a comment in the comment section of a video and we will be sure to get back to you. As well as that, if you like the video, if you've already made it this far, please click the like button. It just shows us that you are watching and you're enjoying the content. And why not share the video with your neighbors, with your family, with your grandma, with anyone you feel like might enjoy the content and make good use out of it. But that's it from me. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Indeed. Have a good week and happy trading there.